Hi, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So, today I want to talk to you about something that we all do, and that is to worry. Yeah, I literally want to talk to you about worrying because it's something that we all do so regularly. Well, especially me. I find myself worrying more than thinking sometimes, which is never a great thing. It's something so natural to do, to contemplate everything that can go wrong, the what ifs, to worry about something that's beyond your control. And it can be addicting, I think, also. Along with that comes, of course, overthinking. Thinking about every little thing that you've said and done, rerunning scenarios through your head, thinking about that one cringe thing from way ago. And it links in quite nicely to worrying because often we overthink a problem and we make ourselves worry and worry and worry, and we can worry so much that we become sick. No, really, you can become depressed from worrying too much. You can get anxiety from worrying too much. It can be quite bad. And I'm not making light of, people worrying and any of that. But what I want to convey is that worrying is a serious thing. It can have a serious impact on your mental health, on your clarity, on the way that you think, and on the way that you live your life. If you worry too much, it can really, really become negative. And I need to set one thing clear straight up. I don't believe that all worrying is bad. I think there are some instances where worrying can be good. It can motivate you to be better in your exams, or better at your job, or just do better in life. It can also help you think through a process. Actually, worrying is a perfectly natural thing to do. However, as with all things, when there is too much of it, it becomes a problem. And then it can have a really negative impact. And thinking about it now, it's difficult to really figure out when too much worry is too much. Now, I'm saying this in all of my videos, but please remember that I'm not a mental health professional, and if you do struggle with anxiety, depression, or overthinking in an excessive capacity, please seek medical attention and please seek advice from a licensed professional. But what I do want to say is, if you worry too much, it will definitely have a negative impact on your mental health, which is not great. I mean, you can get a lot of stress from worrying, and often you'll get that old adage that don't worry about things that you can't do anything about. And saying that doesn't necessarily help because it won't make you stop worrying. I'm like this a lot. A lot of the times I worry about the smallest little thing, and usually it's things that's not in my reach. And I'll lie in bed late at night and I'll worry and worry and worry, and it'll keep me out of sleep, and the next day I'm gonna be groggy, and then I start worrying because, oh no, I don't have enough sleep, and then I start worrying because I'm gonna feel bad the entire day, so I won't be able to focus, or I won't be able to do, all of those tasks that I need to be set out. So I worry about the task, I worry about missing my deadlines. And then comes the overthinking. And it's not fun. It's not great. So now you need to ask yourself, what can I do to stop worrying? And there's, of course, a whole host of things. When I googled before starting this video, I found all of the generic things like start meditation, or start journaling, or just disconnect from life, take a vacation, blah 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 blah. All of those things that people always say that seem a little bit corny. And I think the core principle here is, number one, stop for a moment and take a bit of time just to disconnect. Disconnect from your phone, disconnect from the internet, and just relax. Because sometimes you need time just to clear your mind, clear your head, and just think. Allow yourself to think, allow yourself to disconnect. Take a moment to, and I'm going to use this term loosely, meditate. Okay, so take a moment just to meditate and just relax. And meditation can come in many different forms. I'm not going to teach you how to meditate, but just take a moment to disconnect. Because sometimes our worries can come from over-information saturation, where we have so much information going through our head and we don't know how to process it. So, first things first, disconnect. Number 2, and this one is going to come as a, okay, fine. Get some physical exercise. Okay? Now, you don't necessarily have to go for a 5-kilometer run or anything like that, but what you do need to do is just get a little bit of exercise, even if it's just 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 30 squats, or if you go for a 2-kilometer walk or maybe a light jog. Just get a little bit of exercise, get some of that positive hormones in your system. Number 3, make time to worry. So I know this is going to sound just a little bit counterproductive, but you need to carve out time to worry, to think, to process. And if you have specific allocated times for that to happen, eventually you'll get into a rhythm. Like with anything, you need to exercise. You need to exercise to only worry or think at that specific time of the day. So carve out some time specifically to think about your problems and then start problem solving. Don't just think, oh no, this thing is going to go bad and that thing's going to go bad and I can't do anything about it and woe is me. Sure, you're going to worry, but it's not going to be productive. You need to be productive during the times at which you worry, at which you think. Think, how can I solve a problem? How can I resolve an issue? Don't just sit there and go into a pity party, because it's not going to help anybody. It's not productive. It doesn't help. You're just going to stress yourself up and make yourself worry, and it's not going to be great. Think how you can do worrying productively. Find solutions to problems. Find ways to manage things. Find out how you're going to react if X thing happens. Because I know a lot of the times we can't solve a problem, and it is going to occur when it's going to occur. It's going to happen. We need to accept it, deal with it, and find the best possible solution to navigate around that thing that's going to happen. Now, there is difficulty there because, of course, you need to do the work. And as in my previous video, I said you need to do the work. Again, with this, you are going to have to do the work. You're going to have to put in the effort. And it's not something that a lot of people want to hear. I do understand that. But that's life, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. That's how it goes. You can't just go through life thinking that everything will be handed to you. And this might make me a little bit unpopular, but it is what it is. You're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to put in the effort. As I said, I don't believe that all worrying is negative and bad. I think there can be productive worrying. Worrying that allows us to excel or allows us to move forward or be better. And if we worry productively, we can find solutions to problems. We can find ways to better our lives. Find ways, not necessarily out of specific situations, but how to mitigate those situations or how to be better in those situations. You won't necessarily find a magnificent way quickly out of your financial situation, but you will find steps to get out of financial stress. Things like pay off debts, maybe start saving here or there, even if it's a little bit. I'm not going to go into financial advice because I'm not a financial advice provider person, but I know that finances can be a big stressor and can be a big source of worry. So find ways, find solutions, even if they're a little bit creative. Maybe you can start making money out of your hobbies, or start making money out of things that you're really good in your part-time or something like that. What I'm trying to say is there will always be something to worry about. And it is your responsibility to worry in a productive way. I'm not going to tell you that you won't stop worrying. I mean, people go through lifetimes searching for inner peace, searching for a way to reach tranquility where you don't worry about anything. And I do think that's possible if you are willing to dedicate your entire life to it. But other people like me, well, I'm just gonna have to worry and find productive ways to worry. Find productive ways to problem solve and make sure that those things that I worry about don't occur. Now we need to also deal with the elephant in the room. and that is to stay away from what if situations. Because we as humans love to do this. We love to go into what if scenarios, what if situations. What if the baddest thing happens? What if I lose all my money? What if I get robbed and they steal everything? Again, those thoughts are not productive, and they won't bring you joy, because you're going to worry and you're going to become upset and you're going to become stressed. And as with everything, stress is a killer. It's going to take its toll on you. It's going to weigh you down. So try to stay away from what if situations. When you're thinking, when you're problem solving, when you're doing your productive worrying, stay away from what if scenarios. It's good to plan ahead. It's good to be aware of things that can happen, but make sure that it is productive. Because I sure know that unproductive worrying session can be, well, rather traumatic and rather bad, actually. Well, that's it for this session of the Wolf Rambles. I'm sorry if I didn't give you all of the answers. I'm sorry if I didn't give you a, here is a 100% guaranteed recipe to stop worrying. Woo, you're free now. But that's unfortunately not how life works, and I want to motivate you. If you've watched up to this point in the video, I know that you are serious about getting over worries. And I just want to give you a little bit of reassurance. I know I'm just a wolf on the internet, but I want to tell you, everything will be okay. You'll be fine. Please stop worrying so much. Please stop overthinking so much. It's gonna be okay. Why do I say this? Because we as humans, we're resilient. We are very hardy, and we are extremely adaptable. We're the most adaptable creatures on the planet. It's gonna be okay. You've got this. You can work through this. You can work through whatever challenges are facing you. You can do this, okay? I believe in you. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As with all things, I am not a medical professional or a mental health professional at all. If you are struggling with deeper issues or reoccurring issues, please go and see a medical or mental health professional, because they can give you much better advice than I ever could. And I really want to say, have a most fantastic and wonderful day. I wish you all of the best, and thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, whatever if you want. The point of this video is just to motivate you and to get those gears flowing. Or gears flowing, what does that even mean? To get those gears moving so that you start thinking, how can I worry more productively or more positively? I just want to motivate you. But thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Know that you're valid. Ciao. Thanks for watching.